These are the challenges that business development people face. I had written down time management, which is never ending. Oh man, I can go back to that one every year, every month, every week, and there's always room for improvement.
Everybody has the same amount of time in the day, 1,440 minutes. Time management is about choice. That's all it is. For example, when you and I start out, we'll take any client because we're starting out. But there's a certain point in time where we have to take our foot off first base to steal second base, and we have to pass up on that smaller client. And we might even have to be willing to give that smaller client away because there's a better Justin Smith coming up who can serve them properly.
No
So
doubt.
what people have to understand is it's about choice. There's no magic, no Maxwell smart shoe phone, no Google algorithm. It's identical for everybody. And so it's a combination of working smart on the right centers of influence, working smart on the business activities so you can be as efficient as possible and have the most impact. But it all comes back to choice. And you have to start to give up to get up. And that's hard.
How do you then go about coming up with those priorities of choices or thinking through the balance of the time in and the centers of influence?
I built this concept called the productivity funnel. And the productivity funnel is a tool that basically is a inverted pyramid, which is annual, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. And at the core of it is why the annual, quarterly, and monthly goals are important is because they're strategic. So you don't want to try to think strategically during the course of the day because you'll never do it. You're too busy. You've got to think strategically before the game begins. Because when the game begins, it's all about being tactical. So for example, the big game changer for me is the weekly priority worksheet that I divide into on the business and in the business. And so I identify all of the on the business activities that are going to help me grow my business. I tell people, figure out your designated hitter skills, the 3 to 5 skills that if you do these, you will grow your business. That's on the business. And then in the business are all the things that prepare you to be on the business. It could be your expense reports. It could be organizing your lists. And so I take my annual goals literally, and I shrink them down on a daily basis. And I decide I'm going to work these 3 things I want to execute on the business, these 3 things I want to execute in the business. And that just keeps me going in terms of the time management.